There's a new shop on Gillingham High Street, except it's not a shop. In fact, it's quite hard to define it at all.
It's a high street shop that doesn't sell anything, but it does have the swap shop. It has events on the free films, the education events and exhibitions and displays, so mostly around climate change.
Tipping Point was set up to challenge the building of a new coal-fired power station at Kingsnorth, just a few miles from Medway. But without the traditional source of revenue for shops, namely selling things, Tipping Point has to sustain itself differently.
What goes into that?
Well, what we did was we sought private funding, and it's Lush who funded the rent here for 6 months, and we're hoping to get more funding to extend that.
Of all the things Tipping Point does, from bike repair, cooking and crafts, to direct action training, a perhaps unexpected one is its social role.
It's got a huge social role. I mean, I grew up on a street where you had a community centre, and you don't get those on the streets anymore, you know, where kids can go and play, you can have your birthday parties and stuff like that, as well as talking community issues. And this has brought that idea back, where people can come with their children and drink tea and coffee and just sit around talking.
Tipping Point is unique in the UK in being an info shop focused solely on climate change. But despite this, a local councillor tells me, the council ignores it.
Some councils actually have a dedicated officer who works with schools on environmental issues. Now, if such an officer in another council had a resource like Tipping Point, they would be over the moon. The council is not doing enough. They're just paying lip service.
Their attitude to Tipping Point rules the council out as a potential lifeline. With their funding coming to an end in January, in just a couple of months, this unique presence could be just another boarded up shop on Gillingham High Street.